It's never easy to talk about death. It's a topic most of us prefer to avoid, especially as we get older. But the truth is, awareness can be empowering, especially when it comes to our health. As we age past 60, 70, and beyond, our bodies begin to send more subtle messages than ever before. Some are harmless, but others, according to leading geriatric doctors and health experts, may be silent warnings that our bodies are nearing the end of their journey. This video isn't here to scare you. It's here to prepare you, inform you, and potentially help you or someone you love recognize the signs early enough to make the most of the time ahead, seek medical intervention, or simply find peace. These aren't always dramatic or obvious signals. Sometimes it's the smallest changes that speak the loudest. So stay with me, because these 5 signs, along with additional red flags we'll cover, could save a life or at least provide the clarity you didn't know you needed. Let's begin with sign number 1. Sudden, unexplained fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. While fatigue can come from countless causes, medication, stress, even poor sleep, geriatric physicians warn that when someone over 70 experiences crushing, persistent exhaustion that isn't linked to activity or improved by rest, it may indicate that the body is shutting down. This isn't your normal end-of-day tired. We're talking about profound weakness, a sense that your limbs feel heavy, and even speaking becomes an effort. Doctors say this level of fatigue can signal heart failure, advanced cancer, or multi-organ decline. If your energy levels have drastically shifted in the past few weeks or months and nothing seems to help, don't brush it off. Get checked. Your body might be trying to tell you something urgent. Sign number 2, drastic weight loss without trying. Now let's be clear, losing weight can happen naturally due to changes in appetite or activity. But when a senior starts shedding pounds rapidly, especially without changing diet or exercise routines, it's a red flag. Medical professionals point out that this can be a late-stage indicator of chronic illness, such as cancer, organ failure, or malabsorption issues. Sometimes even subtle muscle wasting is mistaken for healthy slimming. But muscle loss, especially in the arms, legs, and cheeks, can actually signal that the body's no longer processing nutrients properly. Pay attention to your clothes fitting differently, sudden changes in appetite, or comments from others about your appearance. These changes often happen slowly and are easier to notice from the outside. Sign number 3, confusion, memory loss, or delirium that appears suddenly. We all have senior moments, forgetting where we left our keys or struggling with a name. But what we're talking about here is different. Doctors call it acute cognitive decline. This means sudden, sharp confusion or disorientation, which can indicate a serious underlying condition such as infection, sepsis, dehydration, or brain-related issues like stroke or mini-strokes. In many cases, this is one of the last symptoms to appear before the body begins to shut down. If someone who was previously lucid begins to forget where they are, becomes easily agitated, or talks in ways that don't make sense, seek medical help immediately. This is not just aging. It could be the final warning sign of the body's systems deteriorating. Sign number 4, breathing changes and shortness of breath, even at rest. Many seniors live with mild shortness of breath due to asthma, heart disease, or even anxiety. But when breathing becomes noticeably labored during rest, or you begin experiencing patterns like rapid breathing followed by long pauses, it may be more than a simple respiratory issue. Doctors report that altered breathing patterns are often one of the final signals the body sends in its last phase. You may also notice swelling in the ankles, blueness around the lips, or gasping for air with minimal exertion. These are serious symptoms that should never be dismissed. They might point to end-stage heart or lung conditions, and in some cases, rapid medical intervention could provide comfort or extend life. Sign number 5, loss of interest in food, water, or social engagement. Nearing the end of life, the body begins to conserve energy by slowing down systems that aren't essential for survival. One of the first to go is appetite. If someone suddenly loses interest in food, not just picky eating, but a deep disinterest in meals they once loved, this could be a sign of advanced decline. Additionally, seniors who stop drinking fluids or have trouble swallowing may be entering a critical stage, equally concerning as emotional withdrawal. If a once social person no longer wants to speak, interact, or even respond, it may be their body's way of quietly letting go. Hospice workers often report that this silent retreat is one of the most consistent signs of approaching death, and it's important to meet it with understanding and love. But those aren't the only signals. Let's take a moment to discuss secondary signs that often accompany the main five. These include changes in skin tone, such as pallor or mottled purple patches, especially on the hands and feet, chronic low body temperature, frequent infections, loss of bladder or bowel control, and changes in speech such as mumbling or trailing off. Any of these can be part of the body's natural shutting down process. Understanding them can help caregivers provide comfort and clarity rather than panic or confusion. So what should you do if you or someone you love is showing these signs? First, don't jump to conclusions. Some of these symptoms may be reversible or treatable if caught early. That's why it's so important to consult a doctor immediately. Second, have honest conversations. Many families avoid discussing death, but talking openly about wishes, medical choices, and quality of life can be a gift, not just for the person aging, but for those around them. Third, focus on comfort. If the signs point to end of life, make sure the person is supported physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Palliative care or hospice support can provide peace in ways traditional medicine often can't. Now here's a moment of reflection. If you're over 70, what does this all mean for you? It's not a countdown. It's a wake-up call to live more attentively, more intentionally. Every day is an opportunity to nourish your health, connect with others, and make peace with your body's journey. Recognizing these signs is not about fear. It's about preparation, compassion, and choosing how we want to spend the time we have left. Whether that's 1 year or 20 more, we deserve clarity and dignity. Let's take a minute to recap the 5 major signs doctors warn could mean death is near. Sudden, unrelenting fatigue, rapid, unexplained weight loss, sudden mental confusion, significant breathing changes, and complete loss of appetite and social interest. Each one is a signal, a light on the dashboard, not to be ignored. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need this message. Sometimes what we avoid talking about the most is what we need to hear the most. And please, in the comments below, tell us, what is one lesson aging has taught you that you wish you had known earlier in life? Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. May your journey forward be filled with clarity, compassion, and connection. Until next time, take care of yourself and those you love.